right. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stunk. As somebody who's a die-hard Tarantino fan, I pretty much love everything he's done. Hi, bikers. I pretty much love everything he's done. I wasn't in love with the Kill Bills, but I just don't really care for Kung Fu movies. You know, they just seem corny, I guess. I don't know. I didn't love those. They weren't bad, but they weren't great. But Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was so goddamn bad. How on earth was that movie made? I mean, I know how it was made. And I know why people love it. Because people are at like a shallow level or like, well, it's Leo and Brad Pitt on camera together. How could it be bad? They could literally just drive around and it'll be good. Well, that's what they did. It was just camera angle at the back of the car, at the rim, at the exhaust, at the roof, at the two of them, close up on Brad, close up on Leo. They get somewhere, they talk for a little bit that nobody cares about, and then they get back in the car and do it all over again. And it was about 2 hours of that. I'm gonna be honest, the movie's probably about 3 hours long. I'd say 45 minutes of the movie is just shots with no dialogue of just a car moving. And it got played out after a while. I mean, there was a couple redeeming scenes, and I wouldn't even say redeeming, good scenes, but they didn't redeem that piece of shit movie. You know, when Leo has this big moment with the, kid and throws her on the ground. It's like, oh, wow, now that's acting. Yeah, all right. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like, it didn't do anything for me. The scene where Brad Pitt goes to the Manson family, house or whatever, the complex, the circus, whatever the fuck thing was. It was interesting, you know. If there was more of that in the movie, it could have been a good movie. But there was not more of that. There was very little of that. Hence it being very boring. And then obviously the end. And I mean, it could be known as the greatest ending of any movie because, you know, you set it on a scale where the movie was so bad, where no matter what they did in the end, like if they got into a car accident, it would have been the best ending that ever happened. Because the bar was set so low for such a shit movie. But yeah, the ending was alright. Brad Pitt kicked some ass, you know, good for him. But it's not quotable, it's not enjoyable. And actually, you know, somebody brought up a good point to me. It was the guy in front of me on the Tiger 1000. He said, you know, you didn't grow up during that time, so you don't really know what it was like and the nostalgia around that. And I said, oh, that's a fair point. I guess I don't really know what, you know, the situation was back then, you know, and I don't know how big of a thing this was. It was obviously a big thing, but it didn't hit me home like 9/11 hit me, or, you know, something that I was alive for. So I guess that's a fair point, but it doesn't excuse Quentin Tarantino for making a dog shit movie that nobody enjoyed. You know, Kurt Russell had a cameo. Why? You know, I'm sure that was like a clap at the movie theater. I didn't see it in the theaters, but I'm sure that was an applause break. Because, oh, goddamn, Kurt Russell. He was so good and you know, as Herb Brooks. That's probably his best role, is Herb Brooks. Miracle's the best movie in the world. I'm gonna do a review on that at some point, but it's the best movie that's ever happened. American Heroes. But yeah, now, so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I mean, it's a failing grade. It's like a 50. I give it like a 50%. It was that bad. And I'm being generous with a 50%. And I guess like the three scenes, the aforementioned scenes, bumped it up to that 50. And I mean, he's never done anything nearly this bad. Like, a lot of people didn't like the Grindhouse double feature, Death Proof or whatever his was. That was better than this. Kill Bill, both better. Hateful Eight, better. Django, better. He hasn't done a movie this bad. I don't think I've seen a movie this bad. So yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, failing grade, we'll give it a 50. It's generous. Thanks everybody for watching. Yeah. Thanks for everybody for watching. I don't know, some clowns in front of us. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd appreciate the likes, shout outs, whatever you want to do. Comment down below whether you think I'm wrong, and I can tell you why you're wrong. But be well, everybody.